Here you see the massive traffic and people in Regent Street. Lower down the town, Evans's outside shop, Holmes and Lucas and Morse's. A lot of the alterations here in Swindon have been in the lower part of the town, with the destruction of Cromwell Street and all the buildings around. This is Cromwell Street, with the famous Norman's furniture shop, Berry's the fruiterers, Franklin's glass yard and the New Inn public house, at the rear of Marks and Spencer's. Today this is the middle of Marks and Spencer's. Norman's with Wilkins Grocers next door and Franklin's wallpaper shop. Wallace is the fishmonger and on towards the old marketplace. This view is towards Regent Street, with the New Inn and Franklin's glass yard having been demolished. The building far left is the old fire station. As you see by this picture, Norman's was a large shop built within the houses long ago. This DVD will include a massive amount of Swindon as it was in the 50s and 60s, which I'm sure you'll find very interesting. Here we see the roofs being taken down, all of the wood burnt on site, complete destruction of Cromwell Street. The man on the roof tearing off the tiles, no thought to health and safety was there. The smoke from the burning wood wafting up as a facade came down. The original houses could be seen before destruction. All the shops closed, Berry's greengrocers long gone, Briggs the Clark shoe shop boarded up, empty, awaiting its fate. Into Regent Street, John Collier's, Foster's, Burton's, all awaiting their last days. Lloyds Bank on the canal side, close to the Golden Lion Monument, this area to become known as the Parade. Already the rear of Cromwell Street on the canal side dismembered. The main Regent Street still very busy, but the workmen there, trucks and large cranes busy flattening the area. Behind me is the David Mary John building, built in 1976. It rises to a height of 272 feet and is the tallest building in Swindon. David Mary John, OBE, became a Swindon town clerk in 1937. And eventually became the architect of the town's post-war growth. He engendered the diversity of jobs in Swindon so that the town would not rely solely on the railway to provide employment. Murray John and his officers continued along a series of diversifications that eventually expanded the town's industrial base, regenerating the local economy. Here finally we see the topping out of the David Murray John building by the Mayor of Swindon. Around this time, the Queen and Prince Philip visited Swindon. Here you see them going up Regent Street. Many of the shops in Regent Street still in business. The Outside Shop, Stone Dry the Cleaners, John Farmer's Shoes, Leonard Shoes, Norman's, the Co-op Carpet Shop and McIlroy's, the street becoming a pedestrian precinct. Here in Cromwell Street, all the shops now are empty. Here we see the construction of Littlewood's store, with the arrival of the moving staircase. To allow the basement to be used, this looked like a mountainous task. A lovely sunny day as I stroll up here in the car park. Behind me, the Courts of Justice. This would have been Cow Lane in its day. The rear gardens of Princess Street and all rows of houses to my right with a huge builder's yard for the local supplies. This of course is all changed now. It's become a car park and it's about to become probably restaurants and hotels. The small radio shop on the corner, all gone and about to change again. Another street, due shortly to end, like the houses here, one after another being knocked down to make way for the future of Swindon. I've just walked up Edgware Road. This used to be all houses down here with cars parked on both sides. In the distance, Morse's staff entrance. The cyclist out into the main road without looking. Here due sadly to follow the rest of the area, Gordon Road, along with the many side streets of houses to be reduced to rubble. It's completely changed. Blocks of offices, shops, totally changed. Multi-storey car parks, Woolworths, the Ink Spot. And of course you could see Morse's at one time. It's all changed. It's just continued to be just redeveloped. And of course the future is going to change it as well. Here in the 90s, area footage of Fleming Way, Debenhams and the police station. See how much you can recognise of the area. I've just walked across to the town hall, which is really on my right hand side. Opposite is the Mecca Bingo Hall, which of course was originally the Odeon Cinema. Beyond that was the church, and beyond that became Rhymes's Garage, which was there for many years. Rhymes is a long time gone from Swindon. Rhymes's Garage now demolished. The houses next to it also due for demolition, and all the houses down in Princess Street. Princess Street houses and buildings vanished, just the roads with cars and buses towards the town hall. The area laid bare, just a massive regeneration awaiting to happen. The stone laid on the 30th of October 1968 by Alderman A.J. Bown, MBE, Mayor of Swindon. This was at the time of the building of the Wyvern Theatre, a large project quite close to the Savoy Cinema that you see in the distance. The police station building has been started, but the car park still at ground level. As you see, this development was enormous at the time. The lone workman with his shovel and the foreman. This, the construction of the walkway between Princess Street and the town. Here, the steel structure of the Wyvern Theatre taking place. Tall cranes to assemble the steel girders. High areas being built of shuttered concrete. The piles assembled for the building of the car park, and the final steel of the Wyvern in place. The lone Princes Street road sign on the wall is all that remained of the area. Two schoolgirls going or returning from school, a shortcut to the building site. This is a continuation of Fleming Way, which runs through the town centre. Years ago, of course, the canal ran right the way down the centre of it. This film shows Fleming Way towards Bill's Cafe, due for demolition. Over there was built the bus station, which is long gone, and on its site has been built Zurich. This film is showing the Great Western Railway Station in the distance. All that area to be rebuilt. This piece of film shows the police station under construction and the bus station as it was at the time. Here we see an Oxford City bus coming up Princes Street with a lorry tipping sand on site. The Walker Jackson new showroom completed, the police station near completion and the hotel under construction.